Hi, Assalamualaikum, and good evening to all of you, students and friends from School of the Arts, University Science Malaysia, and also students from other university as well. For today, we meet again in ResearchIN 2022. So please invite all your friends if they want to join us for today event. Okay, because this event will be live through FB School of the Arts, University Science Malaysia. Okay, for students and staff, we will send a link for attendance or collect the CPD point in the chat box. So before end of this program, we will send the link and you can fill in the link and submit to us. Okay, and for today ResearchIN, we already invite one panel from University Putra Malaysia. And this panel is it's not a famous, but it's quite well known among us in industrial design. And I will introduce you to the panel with short biography. Before that, the presenter today will share the knowledge and experience related with the previous research in industrial design. And the topic today is, as you can see in the poster, what is the topic? Dancing with Disorder, Design Improbabilities, Discharge Research Norms and Restrictions. So I will introduce you a little bit. I will read the short biography about this panel. Dr. Rizal Rahman is an associate professor in Industrial Design Department at University Putra Malaysia, UPM Serdang. And academically, he has graduated with a bachelor degree in industrial design from University Technology Mara, UITM, Shah Alam, and obtained his Masters of Science in Design Manufacturing from Brunel University, west of London, before completed in his PhD in Design Research in Sheffield, UK. So he has involved in teaching design at IPTAs more than 20 years. He has also supervised post students and undergrad and postgraduate students engaged with various research activities involving funding from public as well as private organization. And in current, his research interests are more focusing on design research activities as well as product design development for the real world projects. So without further ado, I will pass the floor to Dr. Rizal. And if you have any question, we will open for the Q&A session before end of this program. So you can send the question, write your question in the chat box and in the Webex and also through FB Arts USM. Okay, so Dr. Riza, are you ready?
Yeah.
So I pass the floor to you. Silakan.
Thank you, Chairperson Dr. Su. First of all, I would like to say thank you to all USM committee, Dr. Not, Dr. Su, and Mr. Govinda for arranging this. Yeah. Um, Thank you to all. I really looking forward to meet students from USM. To be honest, so I never come across your work, so I have no idea. I'm sure that you are slightly maybe better than I think the student should be. Yeah. So for this kind of design talk, actually, it's quite a while to find an exact topic which can be relevant and can be compatible to all design students from different stages of study, including undergraduate or postgraduate. I was looking at different topics in the beginning, to find some common area which I can speak about to you and you feel more comfortable, and so at the same time you're getting a new knowledge as well. So I think this is the area that I wanted to, actually it's not a talk, actually it's like a design discourse. I like to share the knowledge with students. I want to get some engagement with discussion or questioning. I hope you guys can speak, after this presentation. I hope I can get some feedback from you guys as well. Okay, the title is quite abstract actually. It's like dancing with disorder, means something which is not comfortable with, and sometimes it can be uneven, and we do not know how to act appropriately in this kind of situation. So design improbabilities, discard research norm and this restriction. This is the two areas that I want to talk to you. See, my keyword here is design and research, actually. The subject is about design and research. So this is the thing that I wanted to share with you guys. So, okay, this is the topic. I also try to translate it into a Bahasa Malaysian language. It sounds kind of weird actually, but this is what I get from the Google translation. Weird. I was in shock also. Ketidakmungkinan reka bentuk membuang norma dan sekatan penjerikan. It sounds a bit offended, but I think that's the way they translated it. But actually, it's only discussing about how design can be appropriately engaged with research. Actually, this is the area that we wanted to discuss for this afternoon. Yeah. So I have this signs say look both ways. So both ways is actually design and research actually, that both ways is design and the other way is the research. So this is the two area. I think this area can be quite interesting to you because you guys are involved in doing both of the thing. Actually, most of us, even the design researcher, I claim myself a design researcher. Eh? I'm not completely a designer and I'm not completely a researcher also. So those kind of weird things. I don't really like to do research actually. I like to do making. I like to do things. I like to draw, making design. But in some way to quantify it as a scientific output, you need to have a research roots in your work or progress. If you're just doing design, display, and it becomes like a street artwork, nobody will appreciate it. Okay. So we will look into detail about all this area. Okay, this is the abstract for the presentation. In anything, any content, you need to have an abstract. It's like a trailer. When you're watching a movie, you watch a trailer. You watch the trailer, you see, oh, this is an interesting movie, then we want to see the movie. Actually, the trailer doesn't show you the ending and the conclusion. It doesn't include. You have to watch the movie, only you can see the conclusion. So this is the abstract. It's saying that the restriction and misunderstanding in applying design practice into research generate a conflict of debates among academicians and also from the industry as well, of course. So this presentation, I welcome everybody to observe some design research philosophy and some interact into a new example. I'm giving you some example as well, yeah. Because as academician, I think same with University Science Malaysia, most of the lecturer who's teaching design also have to involve in research activities. I think it is one of our KPI. We have to do it. Unless we are teaching in design school at lower level, then we only do design. Actually, you are doing research already when doing designing. Actually, designing is a research activity for me lah. For me, designing is a complex world. Non-design background cannot do designing. It seems easy to us, but you try to take engineering or science or computer science people to draw something. It's very difficult. Sketches is already a complex thing. Yeah. So for this presentation, I will explain to you about this area, conducting research and making design. This is actually done by design academician and also with design student as well. And then I'll be talking to you about design research understanding and some philosophies you need to know. When you see design research, you need to know what is the design research. And then you need to know what are the type of design research. This is design research, not research design, okay? Don't get confused. Research design is everybody is doing it. Design research, only you or people interested in design will do that. This is design research type. This is my understanding, okay? I think that is very clear. And then also I will show you some design research methodological and practical example, okay? And then I put a conclusion to you, and then we end the talk. Just to claim that all design appear in this presentation is all from my work and my student works. I do not take example from other people, this is either undergrad or postgraduate. And my reference is also from my publication. It's not reference, actually it's pointing for you to read the publication related to this presentation. So unless otherwise stated, I will tell you. But most of the examples here is all my work and my student work. So I'm giving you the first hand, yeah? The first hand work. It's not secondary data, it's primary data. You are from the exact source, okay? All right, this is the area that we're going to explain. I'm going to explain to you and what we're going to discuss later on. Okay, you guys can follow or not so far? Okay, right. This is the two big area that everybody is concerning when doing design. You know, they are research and they're also design. So what exactly is happening here? Are you doing a research or are you doing a design? While looking at undergraduate level, maybe you're doing designing more than a research work, because at undergraduate level you're not supposed to come up with a research thesis. Actually, you have a designing project. Design project is already big task or big component to be completed in the duration time given to you. But postgraduate level, maybe a research is more than a design. Research work could be more than a design, okay? Because you'll be conducting a data collection and then you're going to analyze the data. And then if you're doing design, you need to interpret the data with your design output. I show you there are different way of integrating design and research later on. So we actually, I mean, if you are being like an undergraduate student, you're actually not really clear to what extent does you need to do research. Is your data collection can be coined as a research, or is it just initial observation, minimal data collection, maybe, yeah, just looking observation, and then you try to relate to your design. But actually, if you coin it as a research, you need to go like a proper way of doing research. You need to have conceptual framework, or you need to have theoretical framework. You need to have research framework. You need to do analysis, what type of analysis you want to do. I mean, for undergraduate level, you guys are not being taught to do all these messy things like research component into your design. But it depends to what extent, but you're not required to do it because you're doing a design project. Most of you guys, I think in USM also the same. You guys are doing design project, right? For your FYP or all the projects in the first year, the third year. I think it's the same everywhere in the world. Same kind of practice. It's a design project. It's quite interesting, but some students they tend to do more research to support their design, which is good. Which is good. But sometimes you are not doing it exactly as what the researcher is doing in putting in their output. Their output is not necessarily design. Okay, so this is the two things. So we question what exactly constitute between design, I call it the making, and research is inquiry. Research is finding out. Research is to find out. Okay, so basically it's like this. So research is something that is scientific, conducted by scientists normally. Yeah, while designing is something that is a physically activity, is a process of making actually. So you can see the way people work in research, the way people work in design is completely different. That is in the design lab, in the research lab, sorry, that is in the research lab example. The other one is in the design lab example, that we call it a studio. What you're doing in studio is actually a lab, the design lab. And for me, the designing activity is already a research. For me, making a sketches is an analysis of form and shapes. But we never coined that. I haven't come across a paper saying people investigate is sketches is actually analysis. It is an analysis for me because you are trying to analyze a different form and shape before you can come up with a final shape. Yeah. So in research, scientists is working on that. They're taking different samplings and then they mix and mash and then they got all the results. So it's completely looking like it's like a different world of practice. But in design research, is combining. I will explain to you what is design research later on. Okay, this is the two things that we're going to discuss today. It's about research and design. Okay. Okay, we go with research first. What is research? Research is also a word that is a combination, can be understood into two different categories. Either it's a verb or it's a noun. Either it's investigate or it's an investigation is a noun. So there are different kind of research. It's inquiry, investigate. This is something that to explain about what there are a lot of definition, but I go very brief on you. Inquiry, investigate, systematic of knowing how and what, and it's also an exploration. And also it's an experimentation. This is research, okay? This is research, it's not design. And then basically there are three types of research. There could be more, I do not know. There could be more. this scholar, the scientists, or the Western English spoken country, they come out different kind of terms because it generate from their language. It'll be much easier for them to come out with different kind of terminologies. So you don't worry about that. There are three types of research: scientific research, artistic research, and historical research. So basically, this is what research do. It is to inquiry, to investigate, knowing how and what, to explore and to experiment. Okay. So for those doing undergrad, you might not knowing so well about what is research compared to postgrad students. Even postgrad students also cannot define what is research actually. It depends. So what is design? I think this is much easier for you guys to understand because most of you are from design background. So design is also a noun, as it's also a verb. So this is all about design. There could be more, but this is all that I can find for this presentation. Creative process is also evaluation. It is also expression. That's interesting. And then experimentation. We also have experimentation because when we are doing the sketches, when we are doing the mock-ups, when we're doing the model, it's already experimentation. You can do a master degree just by selecting that certain area. Even you can study sketches that can become your research already. Study different type of sketches. So those area is very complex. So these are the two things by definition. I mentioned just now we need to know the definition first before we're going to talk or to discuss about these two things. Okay, I also have some questions. Success of new products 100% based on research development contribution. I'm not sure about this because it depends on a lot of factors. So okay, all right. This is the complex area where your lecturers from RU University or Apex University is struggling to get a funding. When you do research, you need to have money. So money come from where? So this is all the sources where they can get money from. I will show you also some of my research work based on some of these sources later on. So there are a lot of things. You can get it from industrial, you can get it from government agency, you can get it from Ministry of Higher Education, KTP. This is all the research grant allocated by the ministry and also industrial and also maybe from the university itself or other agencies. So and also we have to seek money to do things like that, okay? Because if we compare how long does a research take to come up with a product and how long does a designing take to come up with a product, I can say that research could be longer than designing process. Research is longer because it involves different period and different stages of data collection. Designing, you're just working with your tool. So all this activity and research require money, funding. So this is all some of the sources that can be pulled out. Maybe some of your projects in your FYP or in your postgraduate master degree, you can pull some of the grant from here, from your lecturer, from your supervisor. Maybe they can get some allocation for you to develop product based on this. So this is the area of getting the money from, okay? Okay, if going by definition, there's a lot of definition. So these days it's quite difficult to describe one definition or two definitions to students because students can find out from their handphone. They can just browse easily what is the meaning of this, what is the meaning of that. So these are some of the books from the design research you can look into so you can get the exact definition of the theory. Design research can come entirely in the different meaning also depending on who you are talking to. If you ask design research from engineering lecturer, you get different answer. You ask definition of design research from a chef training lecturer, you get different answer. Design research from a design, even fine artist, fine art, industrial design, graphic, multimedia, So this kind of interaction design, you get slightly different meaning. So design research meaning can be different between design academician and also a professional designer. Even if you talk to the industry, you will come out, they can generate different kind of meanings to you. So it's quite difficult. For me, the definition is depending on the area that you are working at. To be safe, you can say in your work, in my research or in my design project, design research is understand as what, blah, blah, blah. I think that is the most safest way because if we going to coin what are the exact definition, it's a bit difficult. It's going to be difficult. You get many definitions. Even like a word of culture, you can get 1,000 definition of culture.
It's a lot of different meaning. So it's up to you guys to find out the meaning or definition. I'm just giving some thought of the books. Okay. So design research, I will explain to you what design research later on, but the meaning in exact, you have to explore yourself, either from your phone, from internet, or from library. Okay. This is some of the books that I suggest to you. Okay. This is my claim. A method for integrating design into research process have generated a great debate in the academic community and also among design thinkers. So this has started even in the 1990s. Yeah, there are a lot of argument and talks claiming that design research is not scientific research. Design research cannot be as a part of like a higher level of degree research, how you conduct your research. So there are a lot of debate. Of course, different fields say different things. So there's no right and there's no wrong at the end of the day. There's no conclusion of this. Even they are also saying that much of the terminology involved in bridging the gap between research and design practice can come up with different kind of terminology. Let's say practice-led research, practice-based research, research-informed practice. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of definition saying by this English spoken scholar. They can easily come up with anything because it's from their language. It's quite easy. Yeah, but it has not been clearly defined. And it's also, therefore, I say it's confusing. This is my statement. This is all my statement. They have suggested that this terminology could be grouped under the heading research involving practice. And it's still questioning, it's still questioning. Because I'm raising this up because even in Malaysia, we're starting to use design as our research instrument. We are starting to use design. Most of the students in design program, postgraduate at local university is putting in their design work in their research, which is very interesting for me. It's very interesting. However, for this presentation, I have to make it clear, and this presentation does not attempt to discuss the terminology or debates about the degree to which design is involved, but rather this is going to give you an open view in order to gain understanding. Just that. We are not going to discuss about design practice led, all this kind of terminology, which one is more relevant, which are not. So it's not in this discourse topic. Rather, I'm just giving you some open view to understand what this thing is all about. Okay, we're not going to solve anything, but we're just going to share knowledge about all this. Okay, for the kind of design research, type of design research, I say it commonly and uncommonly used. Commonly is so for those who understand this, and uncommonly used for those who do not understand this. So I cannot use either word, either commonly or uncommonly used. So there are three types of design research. Okay, this is claimed by Professor Christopher Frayling. Yeah? He is from the Royal College of Art, RCA in London. So he coined this in 1993, quite some time ago. So he said that there are three types of design research. Actually, this is quite interesting. How he justified this category. One is research for design. I call it RFD, not RFID. RFID is a tool, car tool. RFD, I put it RFD, research for design. Okay. Another one is research into design, RID. Another one is research to design. Why I put it red color is this is the most crucial part that I want to explain to you. Okay. So there are three categories. Always remember that. This is said by him, not me. This professor say this. He come up with this theory. Three kind of design research. So I follow him. So I follow his suggestion. He wrote it in the paper also. Right? Okay. So there are three types. I'm going to explain each of these. I think some of you might want to off your microphone, please. Some of you. Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay. So there are three types. So I got this from reference from Christopher Frayling in 1993. He's talking about research in art and design. So it's already started in 1993. It's already started earlier than that. But this is one of the written factual about design research from this professor. So we are using his model. Okay. So first one is research for design, RFD. According to him, RFD. RFD is a commonly what designer do. This is what is RFD. I'm explaining to you what is RFD. It's a commonly what designer do. It's a process gathering information to do design. Okay, this including references material, interview, ethnography, observation, designing artifact, designer themselves doing a research for design. This is what you guys are doing. Yeah, this is what you guys are doing. So for the perspective of designer, it is a strategic research. You guys can hear me, eh? Can? Okay. This is a strategic research that will inform the physical tactical design output. So this is a commonly that what you are doing. The goal is not to write a research paper, but rather to produce a relevant artifact, responding to the data. This is on the perspective of design, of designing. I'm not saying on the artwork. I cannot talk on the artwork because artwork is a, maybe they might be doing it slightly different. I do not know. But I think they're doing the same. I never study how they do things. For fine art artists, maybe a different way. So research for design is very straightforward. It's what you are doing, especially the undergraduate. Okay, this is the process. This is the RFD normal process. Okay, you are doing the ideation. You're going to do the ideation. You get data from interview or survey or whatever. And then you start to do design, and then you do the prototype, and then you have some evaluation, of course. So this over 20 years, the merging of other discipline involved with RFD. They come up with different kind of discipline. It's called, they have some here like user experience design, user centered design, service design, business design, also design thinking. Now, latest is design thinking. They even come up with a design thinking methods to do design. Actually, it's only RFD. It's only a research for design. It's all the same thing, but they come out different term, and they come out different formula, and then they claim this is a proper manual. So it's up to you, to them. It's up to you. You can come up with your own idea also, but you need to write about it, prove it. So there are a lot of things. I think you have heard this. User experience design, user centered design is commonly found in the design project. Business design, design thinking. I think you are using that, and service design is something that to do with product or servicing, activities that can be included by designing. So this is RFD. This is all RFD. This is very straightforward. I will show you more example. This is a conventional design project. This is what you guys are doing. There will be research in the beginning, and then at the end there will be designing. I think this is the same that what you guys are doing in USM as well. So you start to identify a problem, create hypothesis, create a strategy. Creating a strategy to find out about all this. By also, you sometimes you do research about this, preparing design material. This is also a research, preparing design material, where to buy, what to use, how much to buy, how many to buy. This is a preparing design material. I coin it as a research as well. You have to do a survey before you buy things. So you do not simply buy. This is for design, you have to do research before you do the designing. This designing is also sketches, mock-up, rough prototype, all this CAD, CAID, model making, design presentation. That is normal. This is a conventional design project. I'm sure you guys are doing this at undergraduate level. My students are doing this. I'm sure this is the same, right, Dr. Su? In USM, is it the same? Yeah, I think it's same worldwide. I think this is common. I do not know who come up with this manual. If we do research, we will find out who come up with this manual and when was it started to becoming like this. I do not know. I never studied this design process. Maybe people doing PhD in design process can answer this. Okay, this is a conventional design. This is one of my project I share with you because I share also my research project. This is one of my project I've done with Sam Dabi in 2015 to 2016. Okay, this I'm sharing with you. We have this checklist design criteria before we do design proposal. I come up with 20 design. I was a project leader for this. So this is sponsored by Sam Dabi to designing a helmet, safety helmet for oil pump worker. And then we have 20 design, and of course we have create session with the CEO, all the Sam Dabi directors, everything there. So and then we do a development of construction, mock-ups, everything. It's not just me, it's a big project involved with engineering, material, and then involved with occupational safety. I was doing only the design. So we have participatory design development, we have participatory design development here, prototyping, everything. So this is a real project involving ergonomic study and anthropometric. It's the same also. It's from the research and then only we do the design. I'm showing you the design part. The research is actually quite long like this. This is my research project I share with you, which I involved as a research for design. The design activity is the yellow part. You see the yellow part there? And those are the schedule of the time. You can see how long is the project. The designing took about 1 year. Yeah? So we have different kind of stages. Actually, we have research and then we have design. I just want to show you the design is there before we do the actual prototype. Just do prototyping, not the end product yet. This is just this is a Gantt chart showing the research activity. Helmet, improving safety helmet. Yeah, this is the real project, live project. Yeah, this is the live research project. We've done that in 2016. I've done this. This has been patented. And I don't know what SAMDABI is using the helmets for at the moment. I do not know. I have no idea. Is it being placed in all their plantation worldwide? They have different plantation all over the world, not just in Malaysia. And this is the design that we come out. It's exactly the same design that you're doing in your design process. And some of the 20 design work. This is from one of my design team produce this. Okay. So in the student, you can come up different kind of project. It's very interesting. This is I'm showing you my latest student project for my third year student UPM. Yeah, this is we done this under the project called program course work called design technology, product design technology. So they come out different kind of product idea. This is a portable air cooler. This is a garden bin. I think the same that what you guys are doing there. You're doing a design project. So this is design research for design. Okay, you do research and then you come up with design. Yeah? This is some more. This is some of the product. Just share with you. So you get some benchmarking here. So you can see some benchmarking from other university without visiting the university, without attending the degree show. I'm sure you guys are doing almost the same thing like what we are doing. This is latest project, from last month. I'm trying to show you the latest. I have so many examples from student work, even the video actually. But I do the presentation using video at different places. Normally I show the design project with schools, schools, students, everything. So this is the one, some of the best lah from the course. So this is like a biomimicry concept, try to duplicate the shape of this animal. This is a lizard, I think, I'm not sure, changing into skin of the shoes. And then I have this. So I think this is quite straightforward with what is research for design is doing. Yeah, this is my student work. Now I'm showing you my work. This is my work from the last few years ago. This is 1996. This is Petronas KLCC Gallery exhibition. So this is some of my work. So I think it's the same with your work also. Some of my students are a lot better than me. I'm sure you guys can do better than me because I graduated long ago before the internet take over the world. So you guys have more resources and more references. Okay, so we go to the next one, research into design, RID. What is research into design? This is also from Christopher Frering. Yeah? This is what he's saying. Research just now, research for design, now research into design. So this research into design is something that design work or designer themselves become a subject of research. It's a research about design or designer. This is looking or studying design process, studying designer from outside. Say you are from different faculty, you want to do a research about sketches. You want to find out about sketches. So there is study research into design. Research is also a study actually, research into design. So it is when sociology, psychologists, historian or fellow designer investigate design or design work or design process. Mostly happen in an academic context, mostly. In some cases like in UX or other, RFD and RID has been combined or intercepted. Sometimes these two areas, RFD and RID sometimes intercept. Sometimes, it's quite difficult to quantify it because they are doing each other work in some area of time. Sometimes they are overlapping. Some sense of the work is overlapping. Yeah. So some example you can see a lot of this research into design from all of this. This is just an example. This is some example. I'm just going to show you example. I cannot show you the product, but this is all the research that has been done about design. Okay. Like for example, the study on the history of boat design in Terengganu. This is one of my PhD students is doing that. And then research on the efficiency of city car design in Klang Valley before. Research about painting materials using final year project UiTM Malacca. So there's a lot more. There's a lot of people studying design or studying designer who's coming in from a different field, different body of knowledge. And this is one of my PhD student work. I'm just sharing with you. She's studying about this. She's from China. She's studying about Sichuan opera. So she's studying about culture, but she's trying to understand how the visual element symbol for Sichuan opera. You know, she's studying about the design or visual element symbols. She's studying about visual element symbol. So this is research into design, RID, research into design. Research into design is what other people is studying about you. Research for design is what you are doing at the moment. The first one. Let's go to the next one. This is the last one. It's research through design. This is quite uncommon actually. This is quite uncommon. Research through design, RTD. So this could be something that you have done, but you didn't realize that you have used these philosophies in your research. You have done research through design work actually. What is research through design? What is it? It is a different context of using design in different way. You're using design not as your final product. Design is like a research tool for knowledge creating. Design has been used as particular way of thinking. It is like taking design as an outside design, not as a solution. Okay, I'll show you later the example. Doing design, creating design, and to learn about things. Actually, you're not doing research and then you come out with design. That is RFD. This is RTD. You're using design at every different area of stages. Design approaching everywhere. So it's quite tricky and it's quite confusing, but I explain to you. Show you the example. Okay, this is the design trend. The some kind of philosophies produced by scholar about using design, research through design. Yeah, this one 2002. Look at here. You have human-centered design is the same. Contextual design is the same. Participatory design also the same. Of using the design into the research. It's also coined as customer toolkits. You can read it later. I will not read every single text of this. 2002, Squares claimed a customer toolkit used drawing to assist her discovery research platform. And this one Hippel, maybe from Netherlands, I think, using user innovation toolkit, seeks an understanding of how user experience products. He demonstrated a useful of the design at the design development and product development stages. And this request 2006 design toolbox. He used design to understand about stakeholder. And Bowen 2007 used critical design. This is one of my close friends as well. Bowen 2007 uses prototypes to demonstrate the ability of imaginary design to trigger user reflection. For example, I'm just showing you one simple example. You can use your mockup to get a feedback from your potential consumer. That is using this research through design. You can use your mockups, and then you do a seminar or you do an exhibition. You can get a lot of feedback from your targeted user or participant just by using this. That mockup is actually a design. Yeah, it triggers a lot of expectation. Like this one. This is one of my work as well. I've been using design in my research. I have a lot of research activity here, design experience, all this. These are all my objective actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is all my activity, data collection. So I have my design process is all over. It's all over it comply with all the objective. My design process is comply with all the objective. Include it do the same thing with what you're doing, observation, interview, direct observation is the same thing. So design itself can be a powerful instrument for the research, but you have somehow to support with factual document to claim that design is a powerful instrument to elicit data for your work. So this is one example. This is my diagram of example where I have social inquiry, the research, and I have my design work as well here. This is all me. Rahman R is all me. This is from my journal actually. Actually, this research technique and system combining direct engagement with stakeholder, inquiry and social skill, and creative design thinking, design skill and thinking. So I have inquiry, I got data here, and then I show them a design, and then they give a feedback. I get a set of data too, and then I improve my design. I do a second design proposal, and then I get different set of data. So looks like the design is not the solution or the end product. It's actually an instrument to move your research. There is research through design, RTD. This is RTD. So this is kind of activity is what the design can play as an instrument to help you to generate more data and to understand more about the subject that you are studying. Okay, it's a bit complicated, this part. Research to design, a bit complicated. Okay, this is my conclusion before we go for Q&A. So conclusion, we can say that this is a tentative conclusion actually. I cannot say this is a conclusion. It's not concluded yet. It's still been going on. So I call it tentative conclusion. These approaches are more natural and therefore potential more productive for researchers that have been trained in design. That is you. So we also need not only to be means of data collection, but can advance the research in other way of using the design. The designing work provide a channel for researchers to embody their tacit observation. Tacit observation is something that cannot be speak out, it cannot be texted out. It's tacit, like you're learning how to drive a car. It's a tacit knowledge. You know, it's not exactly a way to define how you drive a car. You automatically, suddenly you know how to drive after all the lessons. But there is a tacit. So conclusion, I also can say that designer often found themselves adapting and the ethnographic approaches. That's what you guys are doing. You're doing observation, you're doing interview. There is all ethnographic approaches, not ethnographic. Okay. It's just approaches. Ethnographic is watching people. Ethno is people. Graphic is text. So the traditional role of designer has to be changed, because therefore they require new skills and perspectives that are not traditionally taught in design school. Means to say that there are three types of design research. You can apply any type of design research in your work, but you need to justify, you need to explain. That's your method actually, how you get your data, how you drive your research. So it's quite complicated. Most people from different background have difficulties to digest this concept, unless the design researcher has been taught in design research, then it will be a different story. So for me, I said this will lead designer to explore new possibilities on what area to extent of designing can be experiment within research activity. I think most of you are doing research for design, RFD. RFD, you guys are doing research for design, most of you. But if you're doing postgraduate, if you're doing master or PhD, you can apply. If you want to use design, you can apply research through design. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to quantify, you have to justify the factual support by the theory about research through design. You can use Christopher Freiling, and there's a lot more who write about research through design. There's a lot of other scholars. This is some of my work, my written work about design research, which has been published. You guys can use this as well to cite it in your thesis or your design work. This is not the reference from what I wrote, but this is the output from the subject that I talked to you today. This is not reference. This is my publication related to journal on the subject from this presentation. There's no reference. You can create your own reference, whatever you are reading. But this is just to. There are more, of course. This is just example for me. This is some example from my own writing about the subject that I present to you. So you can check this. If you want to do research, I think this is more meaningful for postgraduate students rather than undergraduate students.
I think with that, I think I would like to have like 10, 15 minutes like that. I really hope to hear some questions or some feedback or some, some knowledge contribution from you guys as well from this. You can connect to me from this. You can check me also here, WordPress. I have my online CV. You guys can
Okay,
check on
thank
me.
you. Thank you,
Thank you
Dr.
very much.
Rizal. It's still not end for this presentation, but thank you for the very fruitful presentation and discussion. But yeah, we open the floor for the Q&A session. If you, all the participants here, we know all these participants, it's not only students, but also as staff,
Okay.
postgraduate, undergraduates, either from USM and others university as well. So you may to send your question, or maybe you want to share, or maybe you want to give some opinion about this related topic. Please send to the chat box, or also send to the FB comment. We will read your question after this. And I think, yeah, Dr. Riza, you want to answer? There one question here. You want to answer?
Yeah.
Maybe you can read also in the chat box from Afif.
Okay.
Yeah, from Afif. Good evening, Prof. Rizal. I'm Afif, third year student product design, USM. I'm curious if Prof have any tips and advice for producing a strong and relevant research, especially for undergraduate level.
Okay, thank you. Afif, is it Afif?
Yeah, Afif.
Thank you for the question. Very good question. Normally for undergraduate level, if you are in the final year FYP, I'm sure you have to combine all your knowledge that you have learned from year 1 to year 4. So I'm sure that you guys have been taught about doing research also, right? But not in a complex way as what the PhD student or master student is doing. But you need the challenge is here. Most of the final year student project, normally the design that come out from their research doesn't really reflect to their data, and to what they got from their interview and to what they got from their observation. So this is where you want to triangulate. Actually, it's triangulation actually, but you're not triangulating the data. You're triangulating the design work and your social inquiry output. So when you are doing design specification, you can try to connect it to your social inquiry output to come up with a design specification, but the design specification will reflect to your shape and form of your final design. Understand or not? You got the output from your interview and observation, you got the finding, and then you create the bridge between the finding with your design criteria or design specification. Design specification, you can come out with different kind of shape and forms. Yeah, if you want to relate with your FYP, because FYP you have to come up with design, form and shape. So how this shape has been formed? There is a specification what I have to do this shape and form. This specification is related to my interview, related to my observation. How you want to triangulate that? You can show in your mapping. You can show your mapping. I'm not sure if there's any software can do that. I'm not sure, but you have to do some mapping. Because you're doing research and then you do design, right? And then you come up with the design output. Because design can be in any form and shape. There's nothing wrong with the form and shape unless you can quantify it. So I think that is my view lah on that for design project. Okay, thank you for the question.
Yeah. And is it any question from the SB Live, or maybe from the others? If you want to on your microphone. So before we wait for the others question, I have one question for Dr. Rizal, which
Sure,
is
sure.
just now you said that that can there be a mixture of all types of research design? For example, for FRD plus RID, or maybe RID plus RTD in the research design.
There could be a complex mixture actually, but it depending on for me it's depending on the what level of studies of the studying. If it's postgraduate, I mean, to do the research through design is more relevant at the postgraduate level rather than at undergraduate. Undergraduate is more like RFT. Because it's very straightforward. They want to come up with a design at the end and they want to have exhibition. It's like the final design, right? It's like the final object that they want to come up. For postgraduate, you can just come up with a guideline or framework. So there's no design at all, but you can use design as your instrument. It depends. But RFD and RID can be integrated as some interception. Because RFD is for design, this is for design, RID research in design. They can be intercept at some intersection area. But for research through design, it's completely a different area. It's completely different area. You do not come up with the end product. You do not come up with the end product. The end product is maybe a guideline or just a framework. Or maybe the end product is a social inquiry. The design is to replace your interview. The design is to replace your questionnaire. There is RTD, research through design. Yeah. Tak dengar? Tak tahu.
Okay. Yeah. Any question from the audience? Maybe. We glad to hear that Dr. Hadi also here to join us. Thank you, Dr. Hadi, for your commitments today. And maybe your Ahmad Fairuz, maybe you have any question to Dr. Rizal? If you have.
Assalamualaikum, Doktor.
Salam. Salam.
Hello.
Silakan, silakan.
I just wonder, okay,
Sila.
how do can you explain dengar tak terputus?
Dengar clear.
Dengar, kami dengar.
Okay, how do you differentiate? Okay, how do you differentiate between field of research and design research, Doctor?
Oh, field of research is higher order of design research. Design research is not field of research. I'm not sure it can be justified as field of research. Design research actually is how we want to use design in our research. It's not a field. I don't think it's a field. It's only familiarized by people who are from design background. Most of familiarity come from design background people. Most of design expert is either from design background or psychology in design, psychologists of design. Because psychologists, they tend to write a lot about design, but they're doing RID, research in design. You know, like designing for real world?
Okay.
Victor Papanek.
Yeah.
And then this design of everyday things.
Yes.
Donald Norman, right? They're not designer. They're not from design background. He's a professor in, I think, in psychology or something. Donald Norman. He writes a lot about design. He cannot do design. He is RID, research in design. He's doing a lot of research in design before he can write that. He needs to do research before he can write his book. He must be doing research, otherwise he cannot write anything.
Okay.
Written work is coming out from what you gain from your knowledge. So he must have done a research on the design, because he can write so good about designing of everyday things. Very good. I enjoy reading his book. He's not even a designer. There is RID. That's what I said just now. RID is coming up from outside. Actually, most of people from outside design will tend to write about design. Research into design, sorry. Yeah, RID. Design work or designer themselves become a subject or research. So you use design as a subject. He is designed as a subject to write about design of everyday things. Victor Papanek, I'm not sure about his background. I don't remember. He have put in very good words about designing for real world, but it's becoming very challenges for, especially in the design researcher in the academic world, to design for real world. There's a lot of obstacles, a lot of stages you have to go through. You have to go through pre-commercial grant, and then you have to go commercialization grant before you find the industrial grant. So I don't know. There's a lot of processes, and that's why a lot of research product in design has not been elicited and has been not been produced by the industry. It's not that easy, as it seemed to be. It's not that easy. And even the industry sometimes pull out in between of the project. Unless the grant is coming up from them, then it can be like what I did in Sam Dhabi. They're the ones giving the money. They want us to do the research for them. So that's easy.
I see.
If we go to them, we ask them, we want to do research for you, then it's a different story. So
Mhm.
it's a very complicated stages. It's very complicated world, you know. So those kind of thing like you asked just now is more like RID, research into design.
Okay.
For the
Okay.
field,
Thank you, Doctor.
yeah.
Dr.
Thank you
Rizal,
very much.
we have any question? We have one more question in the chat
Okay,
box there
okay,
from Q Kia. Is it
okay.
correct? Sorry if I
Q is here,
mistake.
Q is here.
Zucia.
I think
Okay.
that's my PhD student, yeah.
Okay. Doctor,
Okay.
can the design process be used as a case in qualitative research, and how to choose cases?
Oh, this is more like a research questions. Actually, you can use the design. Actually, it depends on how you want to use design. Either you want to do, I'm sure you can use the design as research through design. I think that's what you should be doing. You can use a lot of conceptual model, and then you use that conceptual model as instrument to collect your data. Okay, you can use that conceptual design. That is research through design. You're using design. You can create design. I'm not sure if the fine art artist is doing it the same way. They're doing a lot of exhibition. Actually, they're doing exhibition to get data. Actually, they're doing a series of exhibitions, so they got a lot of data, and then they write up the things. I think it's quite difficult to do an exhibition. It's not easy work. It's not easy work as doing the design, the exhibition for fine art artists. I've seen how they work. I cannot do that, so I find it very difficult. So I think you can use the design as your instrument, so it will become RTD, research through design. It's your level, it's PhD level. You cannot do research for design. You're not doing design. Actually, if you're doing design, that will be like undergraduate or master level. Yeah. Okay. Tuzia? Thank you for coming, Kuzia, all the way from
I'm
China.
here, doctor. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for your participants today. So, question from Chan Hu Yuan. I think this is also from your student, is it?
For
From
my
oh
PhD student, I think.
from product
Yeah, actually.
design USM. Sorry.
Okay.
The question is, can we design a product without any research? Wow.
You can design anything without any research, but then you do not have a factual to support your design. How do you want to support your design without any factual? If for kids they can draw anything. If you want to do something to sell for people, you must have factual. Why you design like this? Why you design like that? Why you have this color? Why you have these features? Why you have this power? So everything has to come from a different component of research to support your design idea. Cannot. For me, it's quite. You can do, but not as an academic research. You cannot do. You
The
can.
ethic is not lah. Cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
For fun, yes,
okay.
you can do. Yeah.
Yeah. So, any question, Jit, from Facebook? And also in the Facebook they will, if they have question after this event, so they will put in the comment, and
Okay.
maybe Dr. Rizal will can read and try to answer through Facebook.
Okay. I need the
Okay.
link as well, so I
Yeah,
can communicate
can.
with that. Sure.
Okay. Is there any question from this WebEx? If not, so maybe we can wrap this for today. And yeah, I want to just pick one paragraph from what Dr. Riza said, that design is not a solution, but instrument to generate the data, to help solve the problem for people, for user. Okay, so but the process of design is continuous. They will not never stop, because we can refer to the mobile phones okay, design for mobile phone. They have never stopped. The design still continue, start from Nokia era, Nokia until the iPhone, and coming up with the others brand as well. So it's never end. The design is never end. So thank you very much to all of participants here, either from UPM, UITM, USM, and also the staff for your time to join this. This is the first edition for ResearchIN for this year 2022. Inshallah, we will meet again the next session of ResearchIN. And any last words from Dr. Rizal before we end this session? Silakan.
I would like to say my grateful thank you to USM for giving me opportunity to share this design research introduction knowledge with students either from USM or UPM or any other institution. I appreciate this session and really looking forward to see a lot of research of using design into the research. We have to expand somehow the design research area which bonded within our talented area. So if we fall into the scientific research area, then we are struggling. We are not competing with sciences or engineering, but we have to prolong our own discipline, our own talented area in the research, designing into research. So I hope I think everybody can do this. I mean, easily, because most of us are from design background. Even all the lecturers have conducted research at PhD or master level. So I hope this field of design research will expand rapidly in Malaysia. Thank you so much for giving me time to share. Thank you so much. All right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you to all of you. And please take care of yourself during this pandemic. And we will meet again next session, next month with others panel. So thank you very much. Assalamualaikum and goodbye.
Waalaikumsalam.